Navigating the intricacies of English present tenses, specifically the present simple, present continuous, and present perfect, requires a nuanced understanding beyond basic definitions. These tenses, while all rooted in the concept of present time, offer distinct perspectives on actions and states, and their correct application is a hallmark of advanced English proficiency. Their differences lie not just in their temporal focus, but also in the speaker's intended emphasis and the perceived connection of an event to the current moment. The present simple tense is perhaps the most foundational. Its primary role is to convey general truths, scientific facts, and habitual actions or routines. When we say, "The Earth revolves around the sun," we are stating a timeless, universal fact appropriately expressed in the present simple. Similarly, "She drinks coffee every morning" describes a repeated, habitual action. This tense also extends to scheduled future events, particularly those that are part of a fixed timetable, such as "the train departs at 6 p.m. Furthermore, it is the tense of choice for expressing states with stative verbs, which describe conditions rather than actions, e.g., "He understands the problem. She owns 3 cars." In narrative contexts, especially in summaries of plots or in vivid storytelling, the present simple can be used as the historic present to make past events feel more immediate. For instance, the hero enters the castle and confronts the villain. For instructions or directions, it is also standard: "You turn left at the traffic lights." In contrast, the present continuous, or present progressive, focuses on actions that are happening at the exact moment of speaking or around the present time, but are temporary in nature. "I am writing an essay right now" illustrates an action in progress. It can also describe ongoing, temporary situations. "He is living with his parents while his apartment is being renovated." This tense is also crucial for describing developing or changing situations, such as "the climate is getting warmer" or "your English is improving." A distinct, often idiomatic, use involves combining the present continuous with always or constantly, forever, to express annoyance or irritation about a frequently repeated, often negative, action. "He is always losing his keys." Importantly, the present continuous is also a common way to refer to definite future arrangements, especially when plans have been made. "We are meeting Sarah for dinner tomorrow." The key here is the sense of a prearranged plan, distinguishing it from the present simple's use for scheduled, impersonal future events. The present perfect tense bridges the past and the present. It is used to describe actions or states that occurred at an unspecified time before now but have a connection to, or relevance in, the present. This connection can manifest in several ways. Firstly, it can refer to actions completed in the recent past whose results are still evident or important. "I have lost my keys," implying I cannot get into my house now. Secondly, it covers experiences in a person's lifetime, where the specific time is not mentioned or is unimportant. "She has visited Paris several times." The focus is on the experience itself, not when it occurred. Thirdly, it is used for actions or states that began in the past and continue up to the present moment, often with duration markers like "for" or "since." "They have known each other for 10 years, or "he has worked here since 2010. Finally, it can describe actions completed very recently, often with adverbs like "just," "already," or "yet." "I have just finished my lunch." The overarching theme is the present relevance of a past event or an ongoing state leading up to the present. Comparing these tenses reveals their distinct functions. The present simple deals with permanence, regularity, or general validity, while the present continuous emphasizes temporariness, ongoing activity, or a situation in flux around the present. For instance, "He reads books." Present simple suggests a general habit, whereas "he is reading a book," present continuous, describes his current activity. The distinction between the present perfect and the past simple is a common point of confusion, but is critical for advanced usage. The present perfect always maintains a connection to the present, whether through an ongoing state, a recent event with present consequences, or an undated past experience relevant now. The past simple, conversely, situates an action firmly in a completed past time frame, often specified or implied. I lost my keys yesterday. If the time is specified, yesterday, last week, in 2005, the past simple is generally used as the event is anchored in a finished past. I visited Paris in 2018, past simple, contrasts with I have visited Paris, present perfect. The experience is part of my life up to now. Selecting the correct tense in day-to-day conversations hinges on discerning the speaker's intent and the context. For general truths or habits, use present simple. What do you do for a living? I teach English. It often rains in November. For actions happening now or temporary situations, use present continuous. What are you doing? I am cooking dinner. She is staying with her aunt for a few weeks. For future plans, arrangements use present continuous. Are you doing anything on Saturday? We are having a barbecue. For scheduled future events, timetables use present simple. My flight leaves at 9 a.m. When discussing past actions with present relevance, recent news, ongoing results, life experiences, unfinished time periods use present perfect. Have you heard the news? The Prime Minister has resigned. I've finished the report, here it is. Have you ever been to Japan? She has lived in London all her life. Consider the nuances. If you say, I read that book, using the past simple, you imply the action is finished, and you are perhaps ready to discuss its content as a completed experience. If you say, I have read that book, using the present perfect, you might be emphasizing that you possess the knowledge from the book now, or that it's one of the books on your read list as a life experience. The choice of tense also depends on whether the time period is considered finished or unfinished. I worked hard today, past simple, if today is seen as completed, e.g., it's evening. I have worked hard today, present perfect, if today is still ongoing. Similarly, I saw John this morning, past simple, if it's now afternoon/evening and this morning is a finished period, versus I have seen John this morning, present perfect, if it's still morning. Ultimately, mastering these tenses involves moving beyond rote rules to develop an intuitive feel for the subtle shades of meaning they convey. It is about understanding not just when an action occurs, but also how the speaker perceives that action in relation to the present moment and what aspect of it they wish to highlight for their interlocutor. This discernment is key to fluent, accurate, and sophisticated English communication.